This is exactly why officials are telling people to stay home. Roads and parking lots that are still literal sheets of ice. There is still a very active shooting situation going on down on the ground. Now, what we want to focus your attention on is that area where they detonated one of those backpacks.
It's an incredibly chaotic day there.
And Rory, it was just over that ridge there where that gunman opened fire, killing those 4 Marines. Tonight, some details are starting to emerge about the suspect as this city tries to make sense of a tragedy that is beyond words and beyond comprehension. There are 16 other roads just like this one all throughout Cumberland County, completely washed away by this weekend's flash flooding.
Our Chris Conti is here with the exclusive details.
This
Chris.
could have serious implications.
Yeah. Very serious implications on this case, Vicki. Some experts we've talked to tell us this could be grounds for a mistrial. Tonight, we have independently confirmed that one of those jurors in the case was the victim of rape nearly 2 decades ago. The case rocked this university, it rocked this football team, and now it has rocked this rape case. Just within the last few minutes, Judge Monty Watkins issued this order saying that a mistrial should be declared in the rape verdict that was found against Brandon Vandenberg and Corey Beatty, where you have just seen President Barack Obama get on board of Air Force One. He has been here for the last 3 hours or so. He actually just left Stratton Elementary School.
Who killed Gabby Doolin? It is a question which has rocked a southern Kentucky community.
The 7-year-old was found dead in the woods at her brother's youth football game on Saturday night. And today, for the first time, Gabby's mother came forward with an emotional plea for justice. News Channel 5's Chris Conti is live in Scottsville. Chris, her parents, of course, are desperate for answers.
This entire community is desperate for answers, Vicki. Whoever had it within themselves to lure a 7-year-old in the woods and then kill her is still out there tonight. Gabby's parents are in the midst of a nightmare right now they can't wake up from. The rain that fell from the skies over Scottsville, Kentucky today largely matched the tears of Amy and Brian Doolin.
She always smiled.
She laughed at everything, things that wasn't even funny.
In Amy's hands,
But her hair was beautiful.
a small reminder of the daughter she has lost.
She was a very happy little girl. She was.
It was Saturday night. Gabby Doolin was cheering on her older brother at a youth football tournament behind Allen County Scottsville High.
She knew where she was supposed to stay.
The 7-year-old went with some friends to the concession stand and never came back.
I was just screaming her name and stopping everybody that I seen. And I was saying, if you see a little blonde-headed girl wearing all pink, if it's my little girl, she's missing. And I just kept running and screaming, Gabby, Gabby.
Gabby was missing for 30 minutes before she was found murdered near this small pond.
She wasn't gone for that long. It happened so fast.
You cannot imagine the kind of pain this woman is living with right now.
And I thought she was safe. You never know. You just don't ever know.
Sergeant Curtis Hargett can't tell you when it started.
I can observe people a lot better when I'm stationary, when I'm sitting still.
But somewhere along the last few years, the good guys all got a reputation as the bad guys.
Even before the last couple years and how things have gotten bad, we all know that it could be our day any day.
For a man who sees this as a calling,
it's stressful. It takes a toll on your body. It takes a toll on your family. Doing all right?
it's been tough.
Okay. Can I see your license really quick?
Even his boss, the sheriff, sees it.
All the shootings and killings going on, it's been a rough year. In fact, we have a hard time getting recruits now. Let me see if I have it.
Which is why he is sending Sergeant Hargett undercover.
Yeah, count that. We keep account of the money and where we go with it.
Police officers run from the word profiling.
Look like a female, probably middle-aged. Guys, how y'all doing? Where y'all headed to today? Y'all doing okay? Hold tight for me for just a second, okay?
But his assignment today was to profile those in need.
We don't stop you if you're driving a Mercedes or...
They're easy to target. Flat tires, faulty lights.
Got a lot of equipment dragging the ground. Did you know that?
As he writes out a warning, he scribbles out an explanation. Merry Christmas, then folds it up.
If you care to open that, I'll explain it to
and
you.
watches as their eyes unwrap their gift.
So if you want to open that, I'll explain what's going on.
Michelle Velasquez lives paycheck to paycheck.
Okay. You okay?
She'll use the money for her 4-month-old.
It's not every day, you get pulled over and receive money. Normally you have to pay money.
The reaction is typically the same.
This is just a warning only, okay? If you want to open that up, I'll explain to you a little bit more about what is going on.
Sometimes, Sergeant Hargett even gets a gift in return.
Okay, thank you.
Wanted to help you out a little.
Appreciate it.
You're very welcome. You have a Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Hopefully you all can use that.
Oh, yes.
You're very...
Thank you,
Very
and Merry
welcome.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas. At a time when law enforcement can be so easily criticized and ridiculed for every little thing that happens, to be able to do something like this is definitely a breath of fresh air.
Santa may need a sleigh to deliver joy around the world, but all Sergeant Hargett needs is a Chevy Tahoe and some $100 bills.
To do something like this, it's great.
All right, you ready?
Picture Day captures life's moments. It is a way of preserving the past by taking a snapshot of the present.
It's kind of a harsh light to bring out the character in their face.
The outfits,
Look a little bit this way for me, yeah.
the stories,
And can you put your lips together and kind of look serious?
the faces.
Excellent. You look right at me.
For Thomas Sanders, though, this is a picture day 9 decades in the making.
Why don't you do the salute for me again? Perfect. Yeah, hold that right there.
A lot of young people gave their lives for a cause. And they believed the cause was just, and I do too.
Before Lib Roller could finish college,
It was really the first time I had been away from home for a long period of time.
A couple of times in the plane, 2 or 3 engines quit on us.
before John Pope was old enough to drink,
I was given a B-17 and told to go fly with about 6 or 7 hours of training.
and before Jack Raymond was taught how to fly. War came and held their teenage years hostage. Years they would never get back. When you were in those planes dropping bombs, what were you thinking about?
I was thinking about all the people who was getting hurt and killed. A lot of times at 3 o'clock in the morning, you would hear the roar of trucks coming in the West End.
16 million Americans fought in World War II.
Yes, I was scared.
Every day, we are losing them. Some estimates are that 462 veterans die each day.
I believed in what we did, and I kind of hated for the bomb to be dropped, but I realized that we saved an awful lot of people that way.
So there will come a time
Full steam ahead.
All right. Have you sit in that chair right over there?
in the near future when the greatest generation is gone.
World War II was going full speed when I went in January.
Which is why at Belmont Village Assisted Living,
I'm going to take a photo.
1, 2.
It was emotional for me at that time.
Picture Day
I saw so much.
Yeah.
This project is very personal.
is taking on special significance.
What it was, I was shot through the thigh with a machine gun.
You know, most of the veterans now are in their very late 80s or early 90s. How old are you? 92, so that's about the average age of the World War II veterans.
And it was just over the hill where it crests behind me there that Trooper Ponder died, alone in his squad car, ambushed in the most unspeakable of acts. Floyd Cook has managed to hold the small town of Burkesville, Kentucky hostage by fear for the last 5 days, and he has done it once again tonight. Let's take you right up to Sky 5. They are currently over the scene in Kentucky where about an hour and a half ago, Floyd Cook was spotted by a resident there. This could have been so much worse, and I keep looking at these pictures from up in the air here where we are, and all I can think about is the scene in Louisiana, the scene in Colorado, and how eerily similar this looks to both of those situations. But the one marked difference here is the lack of loss of life here that we have fortunately had today.